I want to touch on the idea of because being a craftsperson is about perfection. Now, it's interesting because I spoke to a person on the podcast the other day who had the idea of it's not about perfection, it's perfecting. So, which I guess that relates to your point, incremental success, into incremental excellence,
That's right.
which is a fantastic idea because, yeah. Do you mind touching on that idea, incremental excellence?
Yes. So incremental excellence is a uh, let's tell a story. Let's go to the Far East. Let's go to Japan. And there, a craftsman or craftswoman is known as a shokunin. And the highest level of craftsmanship, which they say takes 30,000 hours to attain,
Gee.
one achieves the title of takumi, right? And so, did you listen to the Way of Craftsmanship episode where I took you around the world to the different crafts
I
locations?
remember hearing about the 30,000 hours.
Okay.
Um,
So there's a word that has come into the common business lexicon around the world, and the word is called kaizen. And kaizen, if for your audience to be familiar, simply means small incremental improvements. And the idea behind it is that when the craftsman or craftswoman would go every day in the morning out to their trade, they had only one idea in mind. When practicing their trade, they would come away from the day's work completely satisfied if they had just improved one small area of the trade that day.
yeah.
It could have been a move to the left, it could have been a little move to the right, but they didn't have to shoot off rockets for the day in order to be able, oh, we had $1 million day and whatever. They were totally satisfied by small incremental improvements. That is the idea behind balance and perfection. So when you say perfection, it doesn't mean you become perfect. It means you are pursuing incremental excellence.
Yeah.
So it's a pursuit.
Yeah.
And it's understood that all the days of your life, there will be incremental excellence. That to achieve perfection meant you gave up. No, it's perfect. No, we can produce in our craft, our trade work, whatever our trade is, we can produce good quality works every day and present those works to the world for their use and encounter and consumption. And those works, we can consider them to be good quality works. That's the nature of craftsmanship, to produce good quality works, right?
Yeah.
Works that speak for themselves. And we do that all the time. We don't say that they're perfect. We don't have to say they're perfect. We can say they are of quality workmanship, right?
Yes.
And that quality workmanship can be the way that you treat your children, the way that you have moved as a colleague through an office, the way that you do something at your workbench in the factory or in the field. That is the ultimate day-to-day work of doing this. However, in the continuation of your life, you're always pursuing those small incremental improvements, right? So it is this idea that your work can be and is good and can be presented to the world as good if you followed craftsmanship, right?
Yeah.
But your life is something, as well as your work, that you'll always sit back and look at it when you're having that little cigar or drink or tea at the end of the day. And you can say, I think I could do this or I could do that. And when your mind is thinking about it, you are pursuing craftsmanship at that moment because you're always seeing something new.